Welcome to the Plumb5 email engagement tutorial. By the end of this tutorial, you would have learned how to create and manage templates using the interactive email editor. You would also know how to create and manage campaigns and analyze reports. The email engagement module opens to a dashboard. Here you get to see the weekly responses of your mail campaigns. You can filter the list by day, week, month, or year. The legends at the bottom of the chart can be used to filter the data by the number of mails sent, opened, or closed. You can also filter by unsubscribed and bounced emails. The green upward arrow shows the trend as a percentage compared to the past duration of the chart. For example, if the chart is filtered by week, then the trend is compared to the last week. If the chart is filtered by day, then the trend shown is daily. The green arrow will change to red when the trend is negative. Moving on to the Contacts module. Here you get to see the list of all your contacts. Clicking on the contact icon opens up the unified customer profile, where you can view reports of how the contact performed in other channels. You can perform multiple segmentation tasks and actions. You can choose to add or remove contacts from a group. This view also lets you filter the contact by multiple fields. Clicking on Import opens the Import Contacts module. Here you would be able to import a single contact, or in bulk, using a comma-separated value file. Click on the Auto Validate checkbox if you think the email IDs of the contacts need to be verified. Plumb5 system can perform this task automatically during import. A sample CSV file has been provided. This CSV file contains the column names that needs to be filled up before importing to Plumb5. If you need more fields to be added to the contact table, you can click on the Add Custom Fields to add a new column. Groups. By default, Plumb5 provides 4 groups, namely, all contacts, inactive contacts, prospects and customers. This module also gives you a quick snapshot of the number of verified and unverified contacts. It also shows the total number of unsubscribed and invalid contacts. You can click on the Edit Action button to edit or delete the group. Please note, the default groups provided by Plumb5 cannot be deleted. Before adding a group, please note that there are 2 types of groups: static and dynamic. Static groups stay intact and are not affected by any filter rules, whereas a dynamic group changes based on a data filter. For example, you could have a dynamic group that only retains contacts who have responded in the last week. Next, we move on to the email configurations section. In this section we can select the spam score provider, the email verification provider, and email delivery provider. Plumb5 comes with a default set of service providers. For this demo we have configured Elastic Email. Scrolling down the section, you will see the summary of the reputation scores for your domain. Before adding an email provider in the Plumb5 system, please make sure that the domain used for sending emails has all the necessary provider entries in the DNS manager. You can refer to the knowledge base or the video help to know more about this. In some Plumb5 deployments, this would be already set for you by the administrator. Once all the settings have been verified, you can add a custom domain for sending emails and for loading images. Custom domains increase the inbox hit rate of a mail. Authorized email ID. Here, you set the list of emails that you would want to use as the from address in your campaigns. You can add multiple IDs and choose the activate or deactivate them. When you move to the Send Email module, this email ID would be listed for selection based on its active status set by you. Mail templates. Here you can manage all your templates. You can sort them by campaign. You can click on Add Template to upload or design a new email using the Plumb5's responsive email editor. Upload a template. Here you can choose the campaign name, give a new name to the template, and upload the HTML file along with all the images. The upload control is enabled for multiple file selection. Moving on to Plumb5's responsive email editor. Plumb5 comes with a few predefined templates to help you get started. Here you can drag and drop various elements, choose a structure, and create clickable links and buttons for the email. This editor will also check for spam scores. Once I have selected the campaign and given a name for the template, we can get started with the email design. Plumb5 email editor makes it easy and quick to create a great-looking email message that can be used to send a company newsletter, announce a new product, promote a sale, etc. Among its benefits, it features a drag-and-drop interface that enables anyone to create really nice emails. It creates messages that adapt automatically to small screens, such as that of a smartphone. From stock photography search to support for background images, it has tons of cool features. Once the message has been created, you can preview, test, and save it. Once the template has been saved, check the spam score and make adjustments as required. Manage campaigns. Once you have created and saved the template, you can go ahead and create a new campaign. This section lets you add or edit campaigns. Send mails. This section lets you test and execute all your email campaigns. By default, the test email choice will be set to yes. Click No to execute a campaign. Select a group of contacts. Click Yes if you would like to perform a split test. A/B testing, also known as split testing, is a way of working out which of two campaign options is the most effective in terms of encouraging opens or clicks. In an A/B test, you set up two variations of one campaign and send them to a small percentage of your total recipients. You can also schedule the campaign for a later date. Select the scheduled date and time, and lastly, enter the reply email ID. Campaign schedules. Here you get to see a list of all your future scheduled mail campaigns. You can manage the campaigns from this section. Bounced contacts. This section shows you all the bounced contact emails. You also get to see the reason of the bounce and the error code. An email bounce signifies non-delivery of your email message. When this happens, the mailer will receive an automatic notification of the delivery failure. There are two types of bounces that you can receive, a soft bounce or a hard bounce. A soft bounce means that the email address was valid and the email message reached the recipient's mail server. However, it bounced back because the mailbox was full. The server was down. The message was too large for the recipient's inbox. A hard bounce occurs when the message has been permanently rejected either because the email address is invalid or the email addresses doesn't exist. Campaign responses. Here you get to see how the campaign performed. You can also see other metrics like emails sent and opened, clicked, opted out, forwarded and bounced. You can filter the responses by campaign or by duration. Campaign effectiveness. Here you get to see the user's interaction with the links in your mail. You see the number of clicks and unique clicks. You can click the number to see the details of the links. Clicking on the contact icon opens up the unified customer profile. Split test report. These reports are similar to regular campaign reports, but also include an overview of your combination results and individual combination reports. You can also view how well your links performed in different content variations. Contact behavior. Here you get to see a consolidated report by contacts. You can click on the plus icon to see the campaigns. This view also presents you with both consolidated interaction numbers, as well as by individual campaign. This section gives you a history of the contact, and how he has responded to your campaigns. This brings us to the end of the tutorial. Thank you.
Plumb5, the unified data platform.